One of the things I did to prepare for this trip was to shrink down my makeup kit. There's not a lot of space in here, ladies, and we just need to be able to have it together and look good at the same time. So let me show you what I did. I have really gotten into makeup depotting, and I came across this beautiful compact right here. I got inspired, so let me show you the two layers. The first layer, these are all of my products that I've depotted. So we have a cream and a powder foundation, cream and powder bronzer, and then about four different blushes. So also cream and powder formulation, just to give me a range of shades to work with. Now I primarily wear neutrals to purples when it comes to eyeshadow, and I found these other little tiny eyeshadow pans that I'm using here, and I've depotted some of the colors that I probably would use the most and put them in this small space. Now I'm using these tiny trays here to leave myself room to put an additional brush or something in to use for touch-ups. This thing is handy, so it will be able to fit in my bag or in my purse, and I can pick out a brush or a sponge and put it in here in that extra space just for touch-ups along the way. So this is my primary face, all in this one little palette here. So we're working with one of these little bags. You've probably seen this from some popular online shops. So let me just take you through here and show you what we have. What I have done, again, is get into the depotting thing, right? So I started out with all of my primary products. So we have a hydrating serum, a primer, and a liquid foundation. And remember, we also have a cream and a powder foundation in the palette. So I'm prepared for different environments, different climates, and different skin conditions. Depending on what my skin is doing that day, I can tailor my primary foundation based on what's going on with that. So I've also got a couple of powder compacts. So this is a translucent setting powder, tiny, and this is our brightening powder, handy dandy. Look what size it fits in the palm of my hand. Now I also have some loose setting powder, just in one of these little twist top containers, so that's in here. In the bottom, I've got a variety of pencils and lip liners. Now, one of the other things that I've done is I took the liberty of collecting the mini sizes from the lip bar. So I've got some neutrals, a red for eyeshadow, or not eyeshadow, I'm sorry. Going back to the eyes for mascara, I have this tiny mascara from Wander Beauty. Wander Beauty, I guess, supposedly makes products specifically for travel, but I ended up finding this at the store. I've never tried any of their products before, but I picked this up because I thought it was perfect for this. I also love this tube style. I just really like how this is. I can move the product around, and I don't feel like I'm going to lose most of it in the bottom of it. And by the tube being flexible, if I need to stuff it in my bag and really make room for some things, I feel like I have some give. I also have a mini size concealer, and then this is a MAC Fix-It setting spray. However, by it being hot and humid, possibly swimming, maybe a little sweating, I also had to pick up the mini size one size setting spray because, as you guys know, it don't move. So this is my little mini makeup kit that I brought on my trip with me. Those are all the products. Now, moving on, you know, you also have to have the little tools. So while I do have 2 regular size beauty blenders in here, I was also able to find these mini sizes. I know many people use these for small spaces, concealer, blending under the eyes, little things like that. And then I also found these finger size makeup sponges. So these would also work as a sponge, and this actually will work in my compact very well now that I think about it for the facial products. So I'll probably put one of these in there because it's flat. So boom, there you go. You can also put in a couple of those. While I didn't bring them because I usually use brushes to apply my eye makeup, but you know those little wands with the sponge on the end for eye products. As far as my brushes, I have all these mini size brushes here, right? So if this is my hand, you can see how small these are. So these are the smaller detailed brushes here, and I've kind of got them in their own little area. But then we've also got, you know, our brow shaping wand and some larger powder brushes as well that came in that set. So these are all the products that I would typically use at home, but I have everything that I use at home, but just in a much smaller size. So I feel comfortable because no matter what this situation is, I feel I am prepared because I have literally brought my makeup kit, the same thing I would have had at home in regular sizes with me. So I've been able to fit it. And this was a huge part of that. I absolutely love this compact. It's classy, it's durable, the 2 layers is magnetic. You can really make it your own. Love that. So let's go ahead and get ourselves cute for tonight. This is our finished look.